Guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So in this video I'm going to be speculating on what we could potentially see in the Evercade Showcase Volume 1, which will be live on YouTube Wednesday, May the 31st at the times on the screen there. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to catch it at the time. So in this video I'm going to be looking at what potential carts that they could announce. Obviously I really don't know, but I'm going to be speculating in some of the things that we could see and some of the things that they could possibly announce. Again, this is just my speculation. I actually really don't know what that could be, but my guesses haven't been too bad so far this year. So one thing I'm pretty sure we'll hear about is Hyper Megatech, which they've kind of teased on their website and in some of the manuals that you got in the recent games. Now what this is, I have no idea. There's a little FAQ on their website, but it doesn't really tell you a lot, and it will be very loosely related to Evercade, and there will be 2 products released at the end of this year, so maybe we'll find out what that actually is. Now if you look back at my earlier video, I did speculate in some of the carts that we could see through 2023. And I got a few of them actually right. As you can see here, I got up to May, and I think I got a few of these correct. But what else could we actually see? It's hard to actually say. I think it's very guessy. You kind of just have to look at what licenses are out there. But given that we got Capcom on board, hopefully that should open the door to a few bigger, larger sort of publishers getting on board that you know, they might just fancy getting a cart onto Evercade. Now that Capcom's on board, it should open doors. This was my full sort of look at the year, and as you can see, I probably got a few right. Got Amiga Collection 1, Pico Collection 3, Ireme Arcade 2 isn't announced yet, not totally sure we're going to see that. Plan Arcade 2 we've definitely got now, and C64 Collection 2 was definite. So I've got about half right, which I think is actually not bad at all. But after that I think it's even more guessy. I put Cave Arcade 2, it says Arcade 2 here, but it should be Arcade 1. And they're kind of loosely related to Plan. A lot of the people that sort of work with Plan moved on to sort of make games under the Cave banner, and it's basically more shooters. Not that I want to see more shooters, but I think it's certainly a possibility. I did a sort of placeholder for Alwa's Legacy. Again, not sure if we'll see that sequel, whether that's just beyond the capabilities of an Evercade, but I'm pretty sure we will see some kind of dual cart, maybe even 1 or 2, because they are pretty popular, and yeah, there's a lot of really top games on there if you've got a Switch or a Steam that we could possibly see. Okay, looking at this, one thing we'll probably not see at this moment in time anyway is probably a Spectrum collection. Going by a post that was on Facebook recently, someone did ask the question whether we would see a Spectrum collection, and Evercade gave an answer that obviously indicated that the license isn't really possible right now, but it might happen in the future, you never know. But they definitely ruled this one out at present, so that will probably not happen. The rest, I kind of guessed that Renovation Collection 2, it's a possibility. I'm not sure there's enough quality games to get a Collection 2, but it's certainly a possible cart that we could see. Now one thing I'd love to see is Jalico Arcade 2. There's plenty more games out there from Jalico that we could see a second collection. I think that's possible. Whether it's this year or next year, I don't know, but I would be pretty confident that we should see another collection from them. Also, we're going to potentially, could we see Taito Arcade 1? Who knows, that would be massive. They could round off the year with a release of such a massive company such as Taito. There's so many games that you could see on there, or could we see Sega? Could we see something else? Who knows? But yeah, I did make another list of potential things that we could see out with my sort of initial views here. Now this is a list of sort of collated together that we could see at some point along the lines, whether this year or next year. Not sure if we'll ever see Amstrad, to be honest, but it's a possible. MSX and TurboGrafx are highly possible as well. I'd love to see TurboGrafx PC Engine collection. That would be really nice. But obviously that sort of relies on getting Konami on board and getting a licensing for that. Atari Lynx Collection 3 and Atari Collection 3 is always possible. They've always had close ties to Atari, so I think that one's quite high up on the list list of possibles. Namco Arcade Collection 1, now how good would that be? How good would it be if they could announce in this sort of showcase video that the original Namco carts are now playable on your VS, and also at the same time they announce a new Arcade Collection 1 which will be released at the end of the year. That would be fantastic. But who knows, I don't really know if that will happen. I'm pretty sure we should see some of the other things here. Maybe SNK will get on board, maybe we'll get a Thalamus System 3 collection on C64 or Amiga, but who knows, it's all really up in the air. We'll find out 31st of May, and this will be live on YouTube. So it's quite exciting. We'll hopefully find out what's coming up the rest of the year. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.